I'm Chad Statham. I'm the activities principal at Jefferson High School. If you remember 3 years ago at this time, people were very leery about coming here because they didn't know what it was going to be like because it was unknown. There was no vision when it comes to people. We were building this amazing building, but as we all know, it's about the people that come in there that make it great.
My name is Vince Benedetto and I'm the head football coach at Jefferson High School. So the only two coaches on staff at the time were me and Coach Whiting. And it's me in my spare bedroom on a Zoom computer and just saying, this is who I am as a head coach, this is who your assistant coaches are, and this is what you're going to get out of us. And basically from the beginning is we're going to love you up as a person, we're going to get to know you, and then we're going to coach you hard. And that was pretty much the basis of our spiel, our talk that we had with the kids to begin with. The biggest thing is we didn't have an off season going into 2021. Our kids are lifting in the Roosevelt weight room, knowing they're going to come to Jefferson. They're lifting at wellness centers, and everyone knows when you lift by yourself, you're not going to work as hard. And then June 1st, all right, here's the weight room, and we realize, wow, these kids are a long ways away from being where they need to be varsity football players. So that first year, that first summer with David Hopper, who was our strength coach, was we got to get these kids a foundation of strength training and what to do. And we were a really, really weak team the first year. From our skill positions to our linemen, we didn't have the strength we needed to compete at AAA.
It's exciting always to get the first game going, Jandy, but more so tonight because everybody wants to know how good Sioux Falls Jefferson is going to be.
There's just a little bit more buzz tonight because the whole state wants to know how is this Jefferson team going to do. Everybody's heard about their skill players. Everybody wants to see if it comes together tonight. We're really excited to see how this unfolds.
Last year at the end of the season, the guys didn't like what they felt like. And our coaches did a really nice job of what's it feel like to get pushed around, get beat up, and what it feel like to be, and they go, we don't like it. They go, do you want to get better? Yeah, well, then we got to do this.
And that first year just felt like we were a hodgepodge team. You know what I mean? Like the kids weren't fully bought into being Cavaliers yet. But as we were in the weight room throughout the winter last year and then going into spring and the summer, like they're Jefferson Cavaliers. And when they fully bought into that and they fully believed in themselves and their teammates, that's when we were able to take off. We knew we were going to be better. We didn't know how much better. In the spring, we did a book study. So I made the football players read a book, and we basically had like conferences about the book as a group. And the basis of the book is the process of becoming great. And I think they took that, do the little things right every day, and that process of becoming great. And we stacked practices on practices and games on games, and did some really special things. When you have a defense that flies around like our defense, and then when you have an offensive line that progressed the way we did with the skill players around them, we had answers for what teams gave us. And sometimes it took us a quarter to find the answers, and then once we found the answers, our kids were able to just play and do their thing.
Being the first ever to be a Jefferson team to win a state championship or being the first football team, you go down in history, and it's going to be something you tell the grandkids and all that down the road, and tell their niece and nephew when they finally understand that. But it's a blessing.
You just see the school spirit we had this week in school. We left the high school today, and we have a street filled with cars and fans, and it's putting the first trophy in that trophy case is huge.
A lot of our other athletic programs have done a great job too. Our cheer got third this year. Our cross country did really well. Our band won a marching competition this year. Our short choir had a great last year. They're really, competing really well right off the bat. I mean, this isn't just athletics. It's affecting all our activities. It's affecting our school. Our kids now are starting to see this, and they're starting to see what the behaviors are supposed to look like.
I think as the core values of our football program of putting the team first, playing your hardest for the guy next to you, and respecting the game. If we continue to do that, despite what our record is in the future, I think that's a success. We had a meeting on Friday and kind of closed things out with our seniors and moved forward with the 2023 team. And what I told them is, what we did last year is in the past, and no one's going to care week 1 in August of 2023 what you did the last season. And the whole process starts all over again. So I hope they embrace that process that we've been selling to them and continue to work hard and build for the future.
This has been Midco Sports Magazine, presented by Build Your Base with Beef Sports Nutrition and Training Program.